Have a blessed day, everyone. I am Nida Dalo, teacher 2 of Silangan Elementary School, presenting our research entitled Leadership Skills of the Intermediate Pupil Leaders of Silangan Elementary School Input to a Pupil Development Involvement Plan with my co-author, Ms. Concepcion Q. Dingo, teacher 1 of Silangan Elementary School. For the rationale, plants can grow anytime, anywhere. It bears fruits and flowers as long as seeds are properly planted. Just like with pupil leaders, if they are molded with the great foundation of leadership, they will grow and develop to be knowledgeable and be great leaders. Leadership provides great responsibilities and accountability. One must be responsible to be called a great leader who knows his obligations and the greatest means in achieving success, cited by De La Torre 2015. DepEd Order Number 49 Series of 2011 mentioned Supreme Student Government is the foremost co-curricular student organization authorized to operate and implement pertinent programs, projects, and activities in school nationwide. In this connection, every school should support those programs, projects, and activities that have been implemented by the pupil leaders because it is for the total development of the pupils in the entire campus. Such observations motivated the researchers to know the leadership skills of the intermediate pupil leaders of Silangan Elementary School with the intention of coming up with program improvements. Specifically, the study sought answers to the following problems. Number 1. What are the leadership skills of the intermediate pupil leaders as perceived by their teachers and themselves in the following areas: planning, organizing, team building, communicating, and directing? Number 2. Is there a significant difference in the perceptions of the teachers and the intermediate pupil leaders regarding the leadership skills of the intermediate pupil leaders? Number 3. Based on the results of the study, what pupil development involvement plan will be proposed? For the scope and limitations, this basic research will focus on the leadership skills of the intermediate pupil leaders of Silangan Elementary School Input to a Pupil Development Involvement Plan School Year 2019-2020, and a total of 132 intermediate pupil leaders, 32 teachers, and 1 principal were the respondents of the study.
For the methodology, the descriptive method of research was used to conduct a purposive gathering, analyzing, classifying, and tabulating of data about prevailing conditions, practices, beliefs, processes, trends, and cause and effect relationship in making adequate and accurate interpretation about the leadership skills with the aid of statistical method. The assessment of the pupil leaders regarding their leadership skills were analyzed using the weighted mean. The t-test for independent samples was used to analyze the significant difference in the perceptions of the teachers and the intermediate pupil leaders regarding the leadership skills of the intermediate pupil leaders. For the results, the summary table indicates that overall, the pupil leaders perceive that their leadership skills is very satisfactory, with an overall weighted mean of 3.62. The highest area is planning, with a general weighted mean of 3.76, interpreted as very satisfactory. The lowest is communicating, with a general weighted mean of 3.42. The teachers perceive that the pupil leadership skills is very satisfactory, with an overall weighted mean of 4.02. The highest area is communicating, with a weighted mean of 4.17, and interpreted as very satisfactory. The lowest is directing, with a general weighted mean of 3.88, and interpreted as very satisfactory. Table 2 presents the significant difference between the perceptions of the teachers and pupil leaders regarding the pupil leadership skills. The t-test for independent samples was used to test the null hypothesis at 0.05 level of significance in 160 3 degrees of freedom. The null hypothesis tested was there is no significant difference between the perceptions of the teachers and pupil leaders regarding the pupil leadership skills. For the conclusions, overall, the pupil leaders and teachers both perceive that their leadership skills are very satisfactory. There is a significant difference between the perceptions of the teachers and pupil leaders regarding the leadership skills of the pupil leaders. For the pupil development plan, in the area of planning, objectives to specify a timetable for completion and formulate an action plan to accomplish objectives. Activities, planning session, time frame, July, resources, teacher, advisors, pupil leaders, success indicator, activity for school year 2019-2020. Budget, 500 pesos. For organizing, objectives to list down all activities to achieve the objectives of the action plan formulated. Activities, meeting for organizing activities. Time frame, July. Resources, pupil teacher advisors, pupil leaders. Success indicator, more detailed activity plan for school year 2019-2020. Budget, 500 pesos. For team building activity, to give emphasis on developing the skills of the members to be effective team members. Team building activities, time frame, August. Resources, English teachers, teacher advisors, pupil leaders. Success indicator, harmonious relationship among student leaders. Budget, 500 pesos. For communicating, objective, to be aware of voice and choice of words while talking and make message simple. Seminar on communication skills. Time frame, September. Resources, teacher, advisor, student leaders. Success indicator, pupil leaders who are good communicators. Budget, 500 pesos. For directing, to give instructions and directions clearly, confidently, and pleasantly. Monthly meeting. Time frame, June to March. Resources, all pupil leaders, teacher, advisors. Success indicator, pupil leaders who can conduct monthly meetings and preside over the meetings. For the involvement plan, the objective, to make use of pupil leadership skills in the implementation of the various programs, activities of Silangan Elementary School. The activities involve the pupil leaders in the planning and implementation of the various programs, activities of the school, like race segregation, peer tutoring, especially the slow and non-readers, and clean and green project. Time frame, August to March. Principal, teachers, pupil leaders. Success indicator, more involved pupil leaders. Budget, 1,000 pesos. Thank you.